Dreams are a powerful force within the world, full of cheer and fancy, riddled with sorrow and nightmare. When you were children, you snuck into the Witchlight Carnival without a ticket, and since that day, the horrible and terrific realm of dreams has eluded you. So, as you fall asleep at the end of the night, a now unfamiliar companion fills your mind and imagination. You find yourself within a dream, feelings of excitement filling you as though you've met a long-lost friend again for the first time in what feels like ages. You have been summoned to the abode of a human warlock named Madryck Roslof. He lives on a giant pumpkin farm, sharing his rustic farmhouse space with rodents and pixies. His adventuring days are behind him, and he looks quite old and frail. Nevertheless, he is delighted to make your acquaintance.
I've acquired many treasures and made important contacts during my lengthy adventuring career,
says Madryck.
I would like to pass the treasures I possess and the favors I am owed to you. In exchange, I ask that you travel to Prismeer, a domain in the Feywild, and find out what fate has befallen the archfey that rules it. This archfey, Zybilna, is my patron and inspiration, the source of my power. I have been unable to contact Zybilna for the better part of a year, and I fear something terrible has happened. My adventuring days are over, but Zybilna has been good to me, and I would like to know she is well before I take my leave. Every 8 years, our world is visited by a traveling extravaganza called the Witchlight Carnival. It recently returned and is camped 3 days' travel from here. I'm asking you now, because this carnival might pack up and leave in a week or two, and it contains your only route to Prismeer, a Fey crossing, if you will. Seek out Zybilna of Prismeer, help her if you can, and return with proof that she is alive and well. Upon your return, all the hard-won earnings of my adventuring career shall be yours.
Standing within the dream in front of Madryck are the two people he has brought forth. A young halfling cleric by the name of Alantis Morris Et, a worshipper of the god Lathander the Morning Lord, stands transfixed by the feeling of the dream. She wears a chain shirt and a holy symbol depicting a road rising into the golden sunrise. Beside her is a fox tabaxi named Fluff Tanaka, who carries the air of one who slinks in shadows and lives a roguish life. He wears simple leathers and soft boots, with a rapier and dagger at his belt. His soft, dark golden fur is marked by a white stripe around his mouth and fluffy white hairs within his ears. Alantis gazes at the pumpkin patch, the old man Madryck, and the unfamiliar tabaxi, believing this must be a blessing from the great Lathander. Fluff surveys the pumpkin patch, the old man, and the halfling, suspecting some sort of trick or con. Still, he is confident in his cunning and certain he can turn this situation into a big payoff. With suspicion clear in his voice, Fluff addresses Madryck while side-eyeing Alantis.
I don't do errands without a proper payoff. What kind of treasure are we talking about? It better be good if it involves going to another realm, old man.
Alantis huffs at his tone.
This is a blessing from the benevolent Lathander, who brought me into the realm of dreams for the first time in 8 years. I can feel the sincerity in Master Madryck's words. There's no reason to be so rude. You should treat your elders with respect.
Fluff narrows his gaze at Alantis, ready to retort, but laughter from Madryck interrupts.
Wahaha! I see the beginnings of a great party in your fates. Don't fret, young Alantis. I take no offense. And you, young Fluff, I understand your skepticism. Being summoned to the dream after so long must seem suspicious indeed. Come, join me for pumpkin tea, and I will show you my treasures and answer all your questions.
Surprise flashes across Alantis's face at hearing Fluff's similar affliction. She glances at him briefly, then follows Madryck inside without another word. Fluff trails behind, cautious, keeping both Madryck and Atlantis in his view. Inside, the rustic cottage is warm and tidy, lined with shelves scaled perfectly for fairies and fairy dragons flitting about. Pumpkin tea and pastries are served as Madryck retrieves a chest from the corner.
Ah, here we are.
Madryck says, lifting the lid.
The last mementos of my adventures. Rare magical items, all of them. They'll serve you well on future quests or make you rich enough to retire in comfort.
Inside the chest, a magic bag of beans, a cloak of displacement, a powerful suit of enchanted leather armor, a highly enchanted wand, a silk bag of 8 gemstones worth of fortune, and 3 folded letters. Fluff's eyes gleam. Such wealth could let him live free as he pleases. But his suspicion deepens. What kind of danger demands rewards like these? Atlantis, meanwhile, marvels at the magical artifacts, but focuses on the letters.
Master Madryck, these items are incredible. You must have been a great hero to amass such wealth. But may I ask, what are these letters doing among such treasures?
Madryck chuckles and holds up one letter stamped with a wax seal.
Not odd at all, once you learn their nature. This one entitles the bearer to a year of free room and board in Neverwinter, the gift of an estate or parcel of land, and an audience with someone of great influence.
He grins at their stunned faces, then reads another.
This one grants a favor from a high priest, and this last, signed and sealed by the wizard Saya Kaltanax, binds her, or one of her apprentices, to grant the bearer a favor of great magical significance.
Fluff nearly chokes on his tea, sputtering as fairies dart out to clean the mess. Atlantis sits speechless, stunned at the immense value laid before them. Fluff finally growls.
Such riches for a single errand? Sounds suspicious, old man. I've seen the Feywild. It's dangerous, and I've never heard of this Zybilna. How do we know you're not sending us to be sacrificed in some Eladrin plot?
Atlantis glares at him.
The letters and seals prove his honesty. Show some respect for a hero, Fluff.
Madryck laughs warmly.
I'm no villain, but young Fluff is right. It's wise to question such things. This quest won't be easy. Danger is likely. But the greater the risk, the greater the reward.
He continues.
Zybilna is a fairy godmother to mortals. She created the Witchlight Carnival as a bridge for mortals to enter her realm. Prismeer, her domain, lies adjacent to the Feywild. She's brilliant, secretive, and compassionate, often appearing as a statuesque woman with long white hair and a small chicken foot tattoo below one eye.
Memories stir. Atlantis recalls being sick as a child, visited by a woman matching that description, who cured her fever. Fluff remembers a bully driven off by a similar woman offering him comfort after he returned from the Feywild.
When I last visited, the carnival was run by Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. All I ask is that you find out what happened to Zybilna. Prismeer wasn't especially dangerous then, nor is the carnival, if you mind your manners.
Atlantis steps forward.
I'll gladly take on this quest, Master Madryck. Helping Zybilna would be an honor.
Fluff nods.
I'll join too. I remember her as well. But I want a down payment, something useful for this quest.
Madryck roars with laughter.
A rascal indeed. Very well. A carriage will deliver supplies tomorrow. Keep an eye out for 2 of my contacts at the carnival. They'll guide you.
Gained 4 potions of healing. 3 days later, under bright summer skies, the Witchlight Carnival bustles with life. 2 witch hands prepare for the day. Jiminy Northstar, a muscular young man shoveling dung, and Flitter, a tiny fairy playing her flute above him.
Jiminy,
She teases.
you're not really doing what that letter says, are you? You shouldn't trust every fairy dragon's note.
He laughs.
Says the fairy who nearly got fired last season chasing a hidden treasure rumor. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light vouched for Madryck. He adds, leaning on his shovel. If he says adventurers are coming, I believe it.
As twilight falls, crowds gather outside the carnival gates. Jiminy, armored in chainmail with a great sword on his back, spots two strangers approaching. Flitter flutters excitedly overhead, music trailing through the air as the adventurers arrive.